Podcast, a podcast that normally saves lives one book at a time, but this time we're doing it with a Netflix season. I'm your host, Yajaira.
And I'm your host, Cheli.
And we're back. We're back talking about The Witcher. Remember when we talked about The Witcher like first and second season in one? That's crazy.
Why did we do that to ourselves? That's so much content.
It really was. I don't know why we did that, but it was fun. And you could not stop talking about Henry Cavill's ass.
Oh, dude, I'm going to be honest. I didn't even look at his ass in this one. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I did. No.
You didn't?
Never mind. I feel like there was like 4 specific moments where it was just an ass shot. And it's like, I know what you did. I know exactly what
I think it's because they listened to our episode and they were like, we got to give them what they want.
We got to do it for Cheli.
We have to. And that's
Henry
what they
Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. It's because we weren't sure of whether it was Cavill or Cavill. But I told you that it was Cavill, huh? Because he like said it on an interview.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
I would like to mention too that I'm sober for this one because we were drunk. Really, really drunk.
We were so
the first
drunk.
time we talked about it.
It's been a minute since we've done a drunk episode.
I know.
R.I.P.
I do have beers with me.
No, we're not doing it for this.
Okay, fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll put them away.
You start closing them.
Okay. Are we gonna have a palate cleanser for this one?
Yes, I think we should have a palate cleanser. So our palate cleansers are normally book tea. And this time is no different. But the thing is that I don't really know the whole story. So there is this book convention. It's like a book bonanza that happens in Texas, I believe. And I guess things were just going wrong. And so who was the TikTok's handle?
So we saw it from a TikToker whose name is Simone Umba. And she was talking about Book Bonanza, which, like Yajaira said, is a book convention that happens every single year. It's very famous because it's an annual event where 200 plus authors do signings and panels.
Oh my God, we need to go to that. What the heck?
I know, dude. It sounds really good. But to be honest, that video that we watched, I was like hooked on it. And then they had to end with who the founder was.
I know. But pretty much like things were going wrong in the book bonanza. But the thing that I want to bring up was that there's like an indie author panel, and somebody went and said that that's a good place to take ideas or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but that just threw me off.
I don't get that. Can you explain that to me? Like, what did they mean? Take ideas?
Like I'm assuming that maybe they go to these indie author panels and they're discussing their books or some. I mean, I don't really know the context, but what I thought was that they were like, oh, I can take this author's idea because it's not super well known, like their book, you know?
That's so fucked up. Oh
yeah,
my
I know.
God.
That's why I wanted us to talk about it. I was like, what the fuck? That's so weird.
Oh my God. This is, So just to add, the founder of this event is our girl, Colleen Hoover. She's not our girl. Show.
Don't.
And it's surprising to me when this huge event is promoted as something where like hundreds of authors are going to go. You would think they would put more effort into organization to these types of events.
Right? Because, I mean, not only do the readers deserve it, but also the authors.
I know. And like apparently like the staff volunteers were uninformed and just not knowledgeable on how to help the people that were there. The panels and book signings, they weren't scheduled, lined up right, or just too hectic. Like they put a bunch of famous authors next to each other and the lines got crazy. Just getting a wristband to see authors was crazy. And like,
yeah, she described it as like the Hunger Games.
Yeah. And I mean, Yajaira and I have been to a book event, and although it's not as crazy as that, just imagining what we went through intensified, I would not be able to deal with that shit.
I don't think so either, especially because a lot of the workers there didn't know how to. I don't think they even knew what was going on, honestly, because they didn't really describe how not every author needs a wristband. You know, like, I don't know. It would have been really nice to know that, because then I could have gone and seen other authors.
And we had no idea. Like, because we went in going like, we're going to get our book signed and then we can go to panels and do all this. But it's so crazy that you either have to decide, am I going to go to panels or get a book signature? Because I'm not going to do both. Like, there's no way to do both.
Yeah, there's no way, because in between the signings, obviously you have to either get a wristband and wait in line. That's literally it. That's all you do. And you have to be in line, or else, like, what if you don't get the wristband? Then you can't get this author's signature.
I'm jealous of all the people that came prepared with wagons full of books and chairs to sit on.
I know, but next time we'll be ready. Like, now we know.
Yeah, now we know. But just imagining being in a convention center, because that's kind of what it looked like, and being shoulder to shoulder with people because it's that packed. Hell no.
I don't think I could do that, honestly. I'd probably be like, let's leave. I can't handle it. I can't handle being that close to other people.
It's also like an overwhelming amount of authors.
Yeah, like too much. That's too many authors.
It's so funny because I'm looking at their website. No, their Instagram, I mean. And they seem, you know, when you go on Instagram and you scroll through their pictures, you can see like a mini version of their picture. They have a lot of covers for the pictures, and then you swipe and it shows you what it's about. The ones that actually have pictures are only of Colleen Hoover.
Really?
Yeah. Like, there's a few that
I mean, it's not surprising.
They're all just her.
Wow. I'm assuming she's always there then.
Do you think... No, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. Oh, E.L. James wrote another book?
Which one, Mister? The Mister or something like that?
The Mrs.
Oh, I almost bought it today.
Really?
But then I was like, let's be real. I know I'm not going to like it.
Dude. Okay. I'm like getting... Sorry, I fell down a hole of me trying... Like, falling for these books. The Anna Todd covers look really good.
Oh my God, stop. Stop it.
You know, I don't want to be that person, but of course Anna Todd would be there. Sorry.
Which one?
Of course Anna Todd would be there.
Oh,
Anna.
Hey, people love her.
I know they do. Good for them.
She stays busy.
Good for them. I'm so happy for them. The Todd heads.
Same. But why don't we talk about what we're really here for?
I know. Today, we're going to be talking about The Witcher Season 3, as we already mentioned. We both didn't know this, but Season 3 is released in 2 parts. So, randomly...
I think.
3
I'm
days
assuming
ago,
anyway.
Yeah. Well, it did say it at the end. It had a teaser for the second part. That's coming out July 27th.
Oh.
So...
I guess I didn't make it that far.
So, I do want to say that I was at the library the other day getting work done because she's really a working girl.
Oh my God, love that.
And I got a random notification and it just said Witcher Season 3 out. And I texted you immediately. I texted you immediately and I was like, what the fuck? Since when? Like, there have been no teasers. And if there have, I haven't seen anything. So we had like this whole schedule of books we were going to do for this month, but we like tossed it out the window because Henry Cavill needs us. This is his time of need.
It's gonna be his last season. I'm so upset. Like, I'm still so sad that he's like leaving this role. I love him as Geralt.
He's the perfect
and it's gonna be.
Geralt.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's gonna be Liam Hemsworth.
I don't.
Not even the good Hemsworth. Are you serious?
I can't imagine anyone else being Geralt.
I can't either. It's going to be so weird.
Do you remember in season 1 where it was really obvious that Geralt was wearing a wig?
Yes. You know what? That's so funny that you bring that up because there was a scene in this season where he was, the boat, when they were in the boat and he was looking at Ciri and it was like a side profile, a shot of him. And I was like thinking, damn, I remember the first season, his wig looked so bad.
Mm-hmm. And I remember like that. I hated that. And then this season, everything looks so good. Like oh my God. I'm so excited to talk about this. Let me go ahead and do a little bit of like a quick summary of season 1 and season 2. I'm not going to get too into detail. I do recommend you go watch this series on Netflix because it's super dense. So I'm not going to cover everything. So our story revolves around Geralt of Rivia. He is known as a witcher or a butcher, and he basically, there's like a stereotype with witchers that they are emotionless beings that kind of just do what they have to do. And that's Geralt. Like he doesn't smile, he doesn't laugh. So they just give him tasks to go kill these like monsters. So his life kind of gets interwoven with this girl named Ciri of Sintra. And she is a princess who, I don't remember the context, but she basically needs to go into hiding. And then she's making her way back to her kingdom because right now there's just like a lot of political heat going on and like war is about to break. Like there has already been skirmishes, but there's about to be a big war. So it's Geralt's job to get Ciri trained, stronger, and then take her back to the kingdom so that she can become queen. Through this journey, Geralt also befriends a mage. Her name is Yennefer, and she also is like she's very power hungry, but throughout season 1 and season 2 learns and realizes like there's more to just power. You also have to have like, and this is how I understood it, but you also have to have connections and relationships. And she was willing to give that all up for magic until she realized that it really wasn't worth it. So in season 3, I'm just going to paint the picture. It starts off with Yennefer, Ciri, and Geralt, who are all traveling together, basically keeping Ciri safe because she is being targeted and followed. And Yennefer is taking this time to train Ciri and make her stronger with her magical powers. Dude, I felt so good seeing them all on screen again. I didn't realize how much I missed The Witcher until I saw all 3 of them interacting with each other.
I know. It did make me really sad because at the end of season 2, Yennefer, almost hands over Ciri to someone very dangerous because, she wanted her magic back. And so by the end of that season, she was like, sorry, guys, I kind of love Ciri now, though, I swear. And so she turns into like the mother figure, right, of Ciri. And obviously, Geralt is very upset with her for what she could have done. And
so they don't
at the
talk.
beginning, even though they're together, they don't really talk to each other. And I thought it was kind of cute how she would like write letters to him, kind of like updating him on like what's going on in the day.
Yeah. And she would always start them the same, where it would just be like, dearest friend. And then she would just describe everything. I thought it was really cute too. And I really appreciated that although you can tell she was trying to make amends, she didn't push it. You know what I mean? She really allowed him to have his space. It wasn't until they got more comfortable in their journey, because they could never stay in one place for a very long time. Because, I mean, Ciri is blonde with green eyes. She's like a sore thumb. So, like, they really have to be moving around a lot. And it wasn't until they went to this very remote area where it like they were there. I would beg to say like maybe a couple of months, and it felt like Ciri, Yen, and Geralt were just a family. And it was really, really sweet because that was when Yen was invited to Geralt and Ciri's house more often. They were eating dinners together. They were joking around together. It was really, really sweet.
It was sweet, but my only complaint is that Yen was the one who had to be like, Geralt, I know you've been thinking about inviting me in, so just do it already. I kind of wish that Geralt would have just done it on his own. And he would have been like, hey, so we have leftovers. You want to come? I made too much. I made too much soup. I don't know. You want to come?
I do kind of I know. I was going to make myself a cup noodle soup and I accidentally made a serving of 12. Would you like to come over, Jennifer? But
yeah, something like that.
I also wished that Geralt had made the first move, but I'm not complaining because I thought they were really cute. And I also think it's really cute that in that remote place they were at, there was going to be like a little festival that was going to go on. And when Ciri brought up she wanted to go to it, both of them as parents were like, nope, no, you're not going to that. And then when they finally caved and let her, when she dressed up for the event, she walked up to Geralt and Geralt was like, you should have dyed your hair, covered your face. And she was like, you could have at least said that I looked good or that I look lovely. Yeah. And she walks away. And then when Yennefer walks in, he's just like, you look lovely. I'm like, oh.
I know. I thought they were so cute together.
Oh my God. Damn. So at this event, it doesn't, like, their happiness doesn't last that long because there's immediately like a monster that is chasing Ciri, which just goes to prove that she, like, they're following her and it's impossible for them to get away from it. It's just going to be
it's because of her blood. Like, her blood is drawing them in. That's how they pretty much find her wherever she goes.
I don't know how much you want to get into this, but just know that in episode 1, we are introduced to the main villain. I guess one of the main villains. His name is Rience, and he is a very powerful mage. I guess you could call him that. I don't know. He's a really powerful guy. And they assume that he is not working alone. So they're like, someone is working with him and making him do these things. And it's someone who's incredibly strong. So like, we need to stop him. So then when he says that to Ciri, and they have like a really like cute moment where they hug. But during this moment, they kind of just say like, or Ciri says, like, I don't want to separate, though. Like, no matter what we do, we have to do it together. And Geralt's like, I know, but you need to go to Aretuza, and then I need to go to this other place. Like, I'll go with Jaskier.
He's basically gonna track down
Rience.
Rience? Rience? He's gonna track down Rience, and I think it was actually Yennefer who brought it up that because she's been trying to teach Ciri magic, but Ciri's not really picking it up the way that they want to. So she was like, hey, if only like Tissaia could help a little bit because she was such a great teacher to her. So that's why he's like, you guys need to go to Aretuza and then I'll go find and kill Rience.
And they have their goodbyes and Geralt hugs Ciri and he gets really close to Yennefer but does not kiss her. And at first, I was like very disappointed by that. But I think it made up for it. Because at the end of this episode, Yennefer is like touching, like she's going through her bag and she realizes that there's a note in there. And it's from Geralt. And he wrote it the same way, which is dearest friend. And he basically said, like, you asked me about those good nights and why I left on those good nights. And I said it wasn't because of fear. Or it wasn't because I was scared, but it was because I realized what my biggest fear was, and it was not seeing you or Ciri ever again.
And, which for him, it's such a big deal because he's not really like an emotional person.
I do want to bring up too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like with that, I really appreciated how in season 2, he brought up to Ciri, like, yeah, people say I don't have emotions, but I do. And he does, but he doesn't express them well. So when he does, it's kind of like, damn. Like, I feel so bad for him because he has
Mhm.
all of this that he carries on him but never shares. And then people around him always make comments that he's not emotionally available enough.
Yeah, but I mean, he's always been an outcast, so how the hell is he supposed to know how to express his emotions?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, dude, I fucking loved this episode. Like oh my God, as soon as I finished it, I was like, I'm all in. I'm all Witcher again. My hyperfixation is Witcher again. I fucking love Carol. I would die for this man. And I fucking love that he's just a full ass dad. They're a full ass
Yeah.
family dynamic.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that was the best like moments was the three of them being together. I wish
And
that we would have had more of that.
dude, and I didn't it didn't hit me that this is season 3, but this is the first time all of our main characters are together, because season 1 and season 2, all the main characters were having their own storyline.
I really liked the first episode. But then when they're separated, so Geralt is out there trying to stop Rience, and Yennefer takes Ciri to Aretuza, and it kind of, I don't know if you felt the same way, but I was really anxious and nervous for her because, I mean, Yennefer didn't exactly leave on great terms, you know? So I knew there was going to be tension. So
Yeah.
when she arrived and she was like, hey, this is my, I don't even know her. What was she, like her slave, her helper? I don't know what exactly Ciri was supposed to be to her, but she was just kind of like, yeah, this is just my friend or whatever.
Handmaiden.
Oh yes, handmaiden. Thank you. She said she was her handmaiden, and so they were all like, bossing her around, like making her go get them wine, and she obviously felt very uncomfortable. To me, I really did not like this direction of the show because it didn't make any sense to me. Obviously, I knew that Ciri probably wouldn't stick around if they weren't, you know, the nicest. But I don't understand why they were so mean to her.
I feel like,
And also, like, it felt like how was she supposed to start learning magic when she was like their little assistant?
because isn't that how they all started? All of them started by being like belittled, which is why I didn't like that Yennefer's nickname for Ciri was the ugly one.
Oh, I know. I didn't like that either because to me, it felt like she was trying to emulate the way that Tissaia treated her,
Yes.
which wasn't the nicest. And the way
Yes.
that, you know, she was also belittled because she changed a lot. Obviously, she used to be quote unquote ugly. And so I didn't like that either. Like, to me, it felt very out of like character for her to be exactly what Tissaia was.
I think that was kind of the point, because like it felt like Yennefer did want to help and she did want to go to Aretuza for this, but she understood that, like, you know, she did bad things. She's going to have to apologize, and Tissaia teaches a certain way, so we're just going to have to follow the rules, which it felt out of character of her to do, but it was her trying to make amends and help and give like the support that Ciri needed. So I really appreciate that after this shit happened, Ciri literally pulled Yennefer aside. Well, it was Ciri who walked out because she was like, basic, like you said, she was being their servant. And then she was like, no, I'm not doing this shit. And she leaves. And when Yennefer's like, you need to stay, you need to do what you need to do, Ciri blows up at her and is like, you told me that we should not apologize to others because of our powers. Yet you're over here like at their beck and call. Like, you've never been like this. So why are you treating me like this? And then Ciri leaves. And I fucking love that she said that.
Yeah, I love that she said that too. Yeah, and I get what you're saying, that she was trying to, you know, get back on their good graces. But I mean, she was calling her ugly one like when it was just the two of them. Like, no one was around.
Do you remember
like
though?
That was like her.
But like you said, I feel like she was just trying to emulate what Tissaia did because she learned a lot from Tissaia. But just because she learned a lot from her doesn't mean she has to be her.
Yeah.
I don't know if you felt the same way, but like this whole like Aretuza thing that happened, there was no point.
Yeah, I literally said that. It felt pointless.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
The fact that Like them separating and them coming back together, that was so short. And I feel like nothing was gained from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she separates from Yennefer. Yennefer stays there, and Ciri ends up finding Geralt, or whatever. Geralt finds her, whoever. And she ends up staying with Geralt while Yennefer stays in Aretuza.
Yeah. So Geralt's whole thing that he learned when looking for Rience is that there's a mage that is collecting girls and giving them the memories of
Ciri.
Ciri. I don't know why he's doing this. Do you remember why?
I don't remember why. I just, to me, it felt like there was no point.
I thought the reason that girl was there that looked like Ciri, I thought that was going to be like the bait because of like a comment that one of the characters made in episode 2 with the whole like to keep one alive, you have to kill the other. But no, nothing came out of that. It was just a girl who used to go to Aretuza, and her name was Taryn. And so we're figuring out that girls are going missing, but we don't know why. And it's like so much fucking plot. Like there's so much going on. I feel like when I was most into this story, like my favorite part of these 5 episodes that came out is when everything came together and they went to the conclave. So the conclave was episode 4 and 5, and basically Yennefer opened her eyes, third eye wide open, and she's like, instead of being apart, hear me out, to say this kind of crazy, you might need to sit down for this one. What if we come together?
And oh my God. And they were like, God. Round of applause.
I know. Tisea like spits out her water. She's like, it's unheard of, but I mean, we could give it a try, I guess. But then like they like figure out that there's like kind of like a snitch. Like there's someone that's hurting Ciri, like trying to hurt Ciri. So at this party, Yennefer and Geralt go to like find out who the traitor is. And dude, this was my fucking favorite part because I loved that they kept replaying the same scene, but just showing you the dialogue that you didn't see in the scenes before. So they would like show the scene, and then you can see Geralt talking to someone in the back. But then when they would replay it, you could hear his conversation, but not Yennefer's conversation. Yeah. And it kept doing that as the band that was at that conclave kept repeating, all is not as it seems. And I fucking love that.
The band, yeah. I really like that part too. I think that was my favorite part of the first part of the season.
I feel like this episode is going to be pretty short because I don't want to go too into detail with like the politics of the show. I mean, I feel like the show did a good job showing you like the divide between the people. But man, there's so much shit going on. I don't remember anyone's name or where anyone's from. I just know everyone hates everyone.
Yeah, seriously. And then at the end, they like thought that the traitor was Stregobord, but it was actually... Wait, I know his name. Vilgefortz.
Yes.
But Vilgefortz is two-timing Tisea, that bitch!
I know, dude. Oh my God.
Because he gave Tisea a bracelet of like these stones that, are so rare, or whatever he said. And then you see it on like another mage.
On Lydia.
Yeah. So it's like, bitch.
I was so shook because I liked him. So I was, because that's the guy that's going out with Tisea, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that bitch.
Well, not just Tisea. He's a bitch.
He's a bitch. I would also like to point out that shout out for true love, because Yennefer and Geralt, like they're doing all this spy shit at the party. Oh, I thought it was so funny when Geralt was told by Yennefer to cause a distraction, and he walks up to Yennefer's ex and he's like, just play along, okay? And he like backs up. Don't deny it. I know you're trying to win Yennefer back. And Istrid is just like, Why would I deny it? I love her. I'm the best man. And then Geralt would go close. He's like, okay, good. Now punch me. And they were just like,
you're doing great. Good job. I even
Wow.
believe it. Damn.
I have a few.
Should we
tears
talk
in
about
my
this?
eye. I know. Are you actually trying to win her back? Like, are you? Wait, hold the time out. Everyone, time out. Are you actually? Dude, I thought it was so cute that was his first thing. Like, that was like his idea. But like after this crazy night, Yennefer and Geralt go up to each other, and Yennefer basically says like, now we can calm down. Our almost perfect night is complete. And then he just looks at her and is just like, I love you.
Oh, I know.
And I love how he says it, because he just says it like as a fact. Like, he doesn't add anything else to it. He's just like, I love you. And
she's like, okay. Ew.
I fucking love it, because she's just like, that's the first time you said that. And he was like, no, that can't be. And he was like, or she said, well, you've always thought it, but this is the first time that you've said it. And then they kiss.
Yeah.
And love was real, dude.
Yeah. I love their whole dancing sequence too.
I know, I did too. I love how I didn't think he knew the dance, but I was like, okay, damn, Geralt. Fucking getting down. Hell yeah.
He's the best dancer there. What do you mean?
I know, dude. Oh my God. When he fucking pulled Yennefer in, I was like, damn. Wish that were me.
I know. Same. I was like, damn, lucky girl.
Oh, he's so good. He's so good to her too. Because do you remember at the beginning of the conclave when he's introduced to Sabrina, and Sabrina is like, hold her hand out, and he sees a vision of like Sabrina basically like seducing him, and he doesn't kiss her hand and just goes like, doesn't Yennefer look lovely?
Yeah.
Fucking love that shit.
Like, it didn't work on him, and she was like, boring.
Oh my God, I fucking love it. I love it. They're in love. Oh, mom and dad.
Mom and dad, but dad's gonna have a new face next season.
Dude, we didn't even talk about the best part.
Yaskier?
Okay, second best part. Actually, no, this is the best part. When Ciri walks away with Yaskier because Yennefer and Geralt need to talk, and Yaskier and Ciri are just kind of mimicking what they think Yennefer and Geralt are saying. And it's them arguing like, I can't believe you left Ciri alone to die with the dragons or whatever. And then like they're laughing about it because they're just saying like whatever. And then when Yennefer holds Geralt's face, they're kind of like, oh, but no matter what, like, I know that you care or whatever. It's like, yeah, I know that you make mistakes and you're too stubborn and everything, but you have like a good heart or whatever. And then they kiss, and it's so, that's like when it like basically solidifies that they're in a relationship again. Dude, I love that shit. It was so cute.
Yeah, it was really cute. I just kind of wish we would have actually heard the dialogue.
I feel like that was
that was their first kiss this season.
Yep.
Like, because they weren't talking in the beginning of this season. Remember, they were like, well, because Geralt was like, how dare you do that to Ciri, my girl. Anyway,
that's his girl. I get it.
And that was the first time they kissed. So I was like kind of salty. I wanted to hear their actual conversation.
I get it though. I like that it was like that. I like seeing it from the background. I like being an observer.
I didn't. I wanted to hear it.
I really like that Tisea also told Yen, like, you got what you wanted. You have a child, which was Ciri.
Yeah. No, she said you're a mother. That's cute.
I know.
I love that shit.
Even though love conquered, love also won on this show. Do you want to talk about how love wins?
Well, it was funny because Yaskier had a lot of like, I don't know. It felt like he was with a lot of women, or maybe it was the same woman, and I just couldn't tell that it was the same woman. It did, right? And then there was a moment where he was talking to someone. It was he was like in bed, and I forgot who the character was. Like, who was the character? And she just turned around and she was like, "You're in love with him."
So basically, the conversation was he was complaining about Geralt. And he was like, Geralt's like a hammer. And the issues in his life are like nails. And when you're a hammer, it's like, oh, that's a nail. I want to fuck up that nail. Because you're a hammer. But it's like me, or I forget how he said it. Oh, no. He was like, but then there's this character who's like a prince. It's like, and he's so smart and sharp like a knife. He's so calm and collected. He's like a spoon. Like he's like going off this thing. And then the girl turns around and he's like, oh, do you have a crush? And then he's like, on Geralt? No, that's purely platonic. Like,
oh, yeah,
like,
he did say that. It's purely platonic.
Like, no,
which is so funny because you know that they are a very popular ship. So it's weird for him to say that. Like, oh no, it's just platonic.
I know. I didn't know they were a ship until you told me about it.
Yeah, they're really popular.
Oh my God, I love that for them. I love. But I'm so
Love
down.
conquers.
I'm so down for this other character because I don't know if you saw the TikTok I posted. But I basically like reacted to that scene where he sings his song and the guy is basically like fanboying over him. And I was like, is Yaskier kind of like, is he? You know, is he?
Yeah, he is.
And I didn't know that. So I was just like, it kind of feels like he is because this guy's talking to him and he has his head down all coy looking up like, yeah, so what if I'm good at my job?
So
I was
what?
so confused. And then I really like that part that when Yaskier is walking away, the guy says, does the Witcher know how lucky he is to have you? It's like, oh.
Are you okay?
No. I love it, dude. Oh, love wins. Love wins. Thank you.
And that's it.
Thank you for listening to our episode. Dude, I'm so excited for the next season, but like, I don't know. I feel I'm conflicted because I do want to know, like, there's so many things I want to know. I want to know who those shadow people are that Ciri sees that are real and that are haunting her. I want to know what's going to happen when Ciri gets to the kingdom. Is Geralt just going to be like, bye, really fun being a dad, but I'm out of a job now, so see ya. Gonna go job.
Out of a
like,
job.
is that going to happen? Is Ciri gonna become a Witcher? Because like she was fucking badass in this season. Her killing like whatever it was called in Acana by herself. Damn. Like I want more of that, and then I want to see if like if Yennefer is satisfied with not being the most powerful. Because that was her whole shit. Is she's just good with settling back? She gonna become a political figure? Like I'm.
Well,
shook.
I think she's aware that Ciri is gonna be really fucking powerful. Like she feels her chaos because she recognizes it because she also has that chaos inside of her.
I love that they call it chaos.
Oh,
I fucking
same.
love that. But there's a part of me that's kind of like, I hope that they close a lot of plot points up in these next 5 episodes. Because I don't know if I feel like they're going to lose a lot of viewers when Henry leaves.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They definitely will. I agree with you. I am worried that they won't close the plot points because I think that maybe they would see it beneficial to not do it yet so that people will continue to watch. But I'm not sure. I'm kind of nervous.
I am too. Why did Henry choose to leave?
Because they deviated too much from the actual like source, and he was just really unhappy with the direction that they went in. So when he was like, I'm done, this is it, I'm over it, I think that people just assumed that maybe the writers, they would just change the writers, but they didn't. Also, weren't the writers outed for saying that they didn't like the books?
What?
Yeah, like they didn't like the source material and that's why they were changing it. But honestly, like I don't know. Obviously, I haven't read the books. I've played the video game, but I know that that's not canon.
Mm-hmm.
To me, there's something about this season that just feels like convoluted, I guess. I mean, there is a lot of characters, but I didn't really like how it feels like things are just thrown at you, and I don't know how long it's going to take for it to like be resolved, you know?
Yeah, everything getting resolved at this party doesn't seem realistic. Because at least with season 1 and season 2, when there was issues, the characters stayed in wherever they needed to stay for a long time. Like I like season 2 because we saw Ciri develop with the Witchers, and like
And whatever happened to the other Witchers?
they all
Like
died.
that was never brought up. Nothing was ever brought up about that again, though. Like they were never mentioned.
Yeah, it was never brought up again, and I'm sad because I really liked the idea of Ciri continuously bringing up that she wanted to be a Witcher. And I kind of hoped that that would happen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But no, it didn't. I did appreciate Yajaira and Ciri's friendship.
Yeah, that was really cute. I also like that part where she was like, "Sorry, you're babysitting me," and he was like, "What? No, I love being here."
Yeah, and I really liked him saying like, "I know everyone is talking about what you're going to become, but you are doing great so far." And the fact that when she went to sleep, he stayed and sang to her. Oh,
mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's such a good guy.
Honestly, I love their friendship. I'm really excited to see like what else happens between them.
But we can't do that without Henry and his good ass.
Dude, say goodbye to his ass. He's going away.
What's that one saying? Like, I hate to go watch you go, but love to watch you leave. That's me.
Yeah.
That's me with Henry.
It's going to be you. Yeah, that's going to be you. You're going to be like, damn, this is so sad, but also so great.
Isn't it crazy, though, that actors can literally be like, I don't like the direction of this, therefore I'm not going to represent it anymore. Like, that's wild to me.
Well, I feel like leaving. You probably... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to sign like a contract stating like a certain amount of seasons, no? That's what I'm guessing. Because I know sometimes it's like, oh, well, 2 years or 3 years or whatever. But I'm sure with like shows, you probably have to agree to a certain number of seasons.
Yeah. I think so too.
But I mean, if he really doesn't like where it's going, then that means I'm assuming he's probably getting paid a lot. He's probably saying like the money's not worth it. I'm over it.
Oh my God. And then him saying he doesn't like it, does that mean I'm not gonna like it?
Well, but we didn't read the books, so he loves The Witcher. Like he loves like that world. He loves the book, so he knows everything about them. So I think it's different for us because we don't know everything about the books, really, or anything, really.
But he's Geralt.
I know, that's what I'm saying. No one else can take that away.
Oh my God.
Wait,
dude,
so does that mean
imagine?
Are we reviewing?
I know. Wait. Okay, everyone,
hold on.
Cover your ears. Cover your ears.
Go away.
Yeah, just cover your ears.
Guys.
Go away. We'll text you when we're done. Are we reviewing season 4? Because the ass is not going to be there.
I know it's not going to be there, but
review?
Like, I'm kind of curious though, like how he's gonna do as Geralt. Like, I just want to review it just so that we could be like,
dude, honestly, they should have just got someone who was willing to get their face deep faked so they can look like Henry.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, does that mean that they can go back to the other seasons and deep fake Henry's face to Liam Hemsworth's face?
I don't know. Technically, if Henry's not on contract, I guess they can. It's so funny because we're all devastated. Like, they can't do this to us. Meanwhile, like, eyebrowless Ciri's out there somewhere.
I was literally thinking that when I started this season, and I think it was, the first time you see Ciri, I was thinking, damn, remember for the first season?
Girl
where
had
you
no
couldn't
eyebrows.
She did, but they were really blonde.
She had no eyebrows, dude. And it's funny because I remember when they changed the Siri, I was just kind of like, oh, okay. And then I just kept watching because I love this Siri. This Siri's so good. But then I'm just like, the other Siri is also valid, but she didn't do much the first season. She just kind of walked.
And ran. She ran a lot.
And then sometimes after she ran, she would like walk, which is like one of my favorite parts.
Okay. Do you want to fight about it?
And just like, no, of course I don't want to fight about it. I just want to talk about her no eyebrows. It really got me. Dude, the fact that everyone's throwing an outrage, but no one threw an outrage when Eyebrowless Siri left the building.
Why is no one talking about it? Justice for
Where
no
is
eyebrow Siri.
Where is Eyebrowless Siri? Bring her back.
I'm still waiting patiently.
Henry just adds something. You know? He is Geralt. That's Rivia's ass. Like,
yeah.
I'm so sad.
I'm really sad too. And it sucks because this was the first time that he said I love you to Yen, and I fucking love them so much. Parents right there. And it's like he's going away.
It's so funny.
Who is this man?
Do you remember that one telenovela, the novella soap opera Mujer de Madera?
Yes.
That means woman made of wood. And in that show, there was an episode where one of the characters fell down a flight of stairs and then fell in a fire. It was super dramatic, something like that. And I remember that character was sent to the hospital in the show, and she had her entire face covered because apparently she burnt her whole face. And I was like, whoa, that's a weird direction. And then I remember my mom used to also watch, I don't know if you can hear my snap. She used to also watch Oi, the morning talk show. And apparently they had done that because the actress was like kind of being rude. So they fired her. So they got another actress to be the main character. So when she healed from her burns, they just took off her things. And it's like, now this is me now. And it's like, what I'm saying is, do you think they'd be willing to do that for Henry? Like, is Henry going to get in an accident? They're going to wrap him in a full body cast and out pops Liam Hemsworth like a butterfly out of its cocoon. Like, is that what they're going to do? Ass first, of course.
I mean, it wouldn't be the worst idea.
I need this to happen. Like, at first when I was explaining that telenovela, I was like, that's a bad idea. But now I'm in it. They need
but
to
now you're picturing it,
Liam.
And it might actually work.
That's crazy. They should not have revealed this early that Liam was going to be the Witcher. I feel like everyone's going to be hella disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm already disappointed. I'm so sad. It's because like it makes me so sad thinking of the potential of The Witcher. Like it could have been so big. Like I know that it had a big audience in the beginning. I don't know if it still does, especially with I
don't either.
Us knowing that Henry's leaving.
Like I said, season 3 doesn't feel like it was as advertised as season 1 and 2, which is such a shame because although it wasn't a perfect season, I think it did really well. Like in my opinion, I think these 5 episodes were pretty good, and mostly because they worked a lot with the characters' relationships, and I appreciate seeing connections that actually feel genuine. And I just love all the characters. Like they're so important to me.
I know. Yeah, I'm glad that it came back, but I don't know. Like I can't think about it without being sad about it. You know, it feels like a death in the family.
I know. Rest in paradise, Henry's ass.
Oh my god,
dude, I just can't. He knows what he's doing too. He's been wearing them high-waisted jeans, like Henry. Geralt. Oh, love him.
Geralt, please
put those away, Geralt. There are children here.
Me.
Do you remember? Do you remember
What?
when we read that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic?
Yeah.
What was it called?
Oh my god! The Last Ronin.
And the spoiler for The Last Ronin, if you don't want to be spoiled, skip like a minute. The main villain dies at the end, and he dies in like a mud puddle, and when he's face down, but you see both of his like ass cheeks like sticking out like montañas.
Mountains.
Thank you. And dude, it's so funny because it was like, damn, dude, they perky. You know, he worked out. I still have that picture on my phone. It's so funny.
Really? Is it your
so
wallpaper
funny.
or something?
No.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to add about the first part of season 3?
No, I think I'm just excited for what's to come. Like I said, I hope that they do closure with a lot of the plot points while Henry Cavill's still there, because I don't know if I'm gonna be up for continuing to watch it when Liam is there. I don't know. It depends on if it goes well. I do really want to read The Witcher soon before season 4 comes out. But
So we can also be as mad as Henry.
I want to be mad with Henry. Stand with Henry. Ugh.
So that I won't be so upset that he abandoned me.
If I had to give, I don't know if we're doing this for this episode, but if I had to give these 5 episodes a rating, I think I would say a 3.5, only because it did feel very convoluted with a lot of the things that were going on. The traveling to different places felt not needed, because I feel like they could have all just gone together and still would have done good time. Like, I don't care about any of that. But the reason I give it a 3.5 is because, like I said, I really appreciate the connections that these characters have. I love the sense of found family between all 4 of these characters. And even if it sucks, I do want to see the end of season 3.
Yeah. I mean, we are going to see it.
Yeah, of
Are
course.
you saying
July
you were not?
27th. No, July 27th. I have it marked on my calendar. What about you?
I think I would probably give it a similar rating. I think I would give it like a 3. Just because there were some parts that I was kind of disappointed in. I still hate the fact that she went to Aretusa just to freaking leave, like right after.
Yep.
Because she obviously knows how important it is for her to be able to master her magic. So you would think that she would just at least endure a week or so.
And I mean, she endured the Witchers, so.
I know, seriously. And they were annoying. Yeah, so I think I would give it like a 3-ish so far, because we haven't seen the rest of it.
I do recommend for everyone to go watch The Witcher. Like,
same.
It's so good. And I want to say, I didn't want to watch it when you recommended it for the podcast, because I was like,
no, you really didn't. You were so not down.
Much. I wasn't, but you really like The Witcher, and I really like you. So I was like, I gotta. Oh my god!
Like
wait, wait! It just came out. Oh my god!
But you like me? You don't love me? You know what? Podcast canceled.
Like I was saying. Oh my god! Finn barked. He agreed. He was like, "You don't like her?" But oh my gosh. Wow, that really got him angry. He's really riled up.
He's on my side. Thank you.
Ignore the dog, please. But when I started watching season 1, I was like hooked, dude. I recommend this to everyone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's funny.
really
I recommended it to my family, and they're like, I'm never going to watch it. Like,
oh my god, same with my family. My family was like, you made us watch Game of Thrones. We're never doing that again.
well, it's because they were disappointed with the ending, right?
Well, yeah, but they're going to be disappointed with Henry leaving, so maybe they're onto something.
Yeah. You should just show them a picture of Henry's ass, and they're going to be like, hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. She might be onto something here. But thank you so much for everyone who is listening to our podcast in audio form, whether that be SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, or Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcasts on. Thank you so much. If you can leave a review and a rating of 5 whole stars, because that makes a huge difference. And honestly, it doesn't take that long to give us a 5-star and just rate like, damn, you're right, that ass is fat. Like, I get it. So it helps with exposure and just putting our name out there. But you can also tell your family, friends, loved ones, hated ones about us, because the best type of exposure is through word of mouth. You can also follow us on YouTube. You can like, comment, subscribe to our videos, and hit that notification bell, because we do post every Tuesday and Thursday. What do they do, Yajaira, if they have like a little bit of extra money and they want to support us?
So we did make a Patreon, and as of right now, Patreon is really just a way for our listeners to really show how much you enjoy our content. So you can find us on patreon.com/bookfix.
Thank you. I am excited for season 3, volume 2. We're just going to sit here until it comes out. So thank you, everyone, for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I brought popcorn. Are we just going to sit? Like, no talking? We're just going to sit and wait?
Yeah, no talking.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
But what if...
Wait,
what if I have to speak? What if I'm bored, though? Shut up.
Just think of the ass. Just think of the ass.
I have a better idea.
Okay.
You're right. But I have a better idea.
Go ahead.
What if we play The Witcher until, it comes out?
Okay. Better idea. I'm going to add to it. That's a great idea. We play The Witcher. Well, I'm going to play The Witcher because I haven't played it. Okay, you've played it. Okay. I will play The Witcher. But while I am playing The Witcher, we also have to have the show running on a computer while you're also reading the novel out loud.
Oh my God. Yeah. And then also at the same time acting it out.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Okay, wait. I love that idea. I really like it. All of that, but then we're outside. Okay? We're outside.
We're outside.
And we bought a Jumbotron, and it just has a picture of Henry Cavill's ass.
Okay.
I lost
All right,
you
I'm
somewhere.
down.